Okay, so hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So in today's video, we are going to find the inverse of function at 4. And our function is negative x plus root negative 2x. So let's write down the question once more. So whenever a question asks us about the inverse of the function, what we should do is that we should find the x as the function of y. So in here, in the question, we have y as a function of x. To be able to find the inverse of the function, we have to find the x as a function of y. So x should come and replace the y, and y's, like different y's should go, a function of y should go to the right hand side. So to be able to do that, what I do is that I will first move this negative x to the left hand side and would keep the root negative 2x on the right hand side. Then I will apply power 2 to the both sides of the equation. So I will have y plus x to the power of 2 equals root minus 2x to the power of 2. So the left hand side would be based on this rule. We have this rule. You have to keep this in your mind. So based on this rule, the left hand side of the equation would be y to the power of 2 or a to the power of 2 plus x to the power of 2 or b to the power of 2 plus 2ab or 2xy. So let's write it down. Equals root negative 2x to the power of 2. The root and the power would cancel out each other. So we will have negative 2x on the right hand side. So once again, we want to find x as a function of y. So as a function of y, sorry. So all the x's should go to one side and the y's should go to the right side. So let's change this thing a little bit. So I move the negative 2x to the left hand side. The negative would be positive when it moves to the other side. So it's positive 2x. So I have x to the power of 2 plus 2xy plus 2x plus y to the power of 2. So x to the power of 2 plus x or 2x times y plus 1 plus y to the power of 2 equals 0. Right? So 2xy plus 2x can be written as 2x times y plus 1. If you remember, we had another rule which says if you want to find the roots of x, you have to do this. Right? Do you remember this? I'm going to use this rule actually. So the b is here, the a is here, the c is the constant in here, and 2a is the 2 times constant a. So I'm gonna write this part once again for myself. Right. Plus 1 to the power of 2 equals 0. So in here, my a is 1, my b times x, my x is x, my b is 2 times y plus 1, and my c is y to the power of 2. I'm gonna write it down here. My a is 1, my b is 2 times y plus 1, and my c is y to the power of 2, right? So let's apply this rule. X equals negative b plus minus root b to the power of 2, b to the power of 2. So it would be 2y plus 1 to the power of 2 minus 4 times a times c. A times c times 4. So it would be minus 4 times 1 times c, or y squared, over 2a, or 2 times 1. Okay, let's make it a little bit more simplified. So the x would be negative 2 times y plus times 1. So it would be negative 2 times y minus 2 plus minus root 2 times y plus 1 times 2. So it would be 4 times y plus 1 to the power of 2 minus 4 times 1 times y to the power of 2. It would be 4 times y to the power of 2 over 2. X equals, again, minus 2y minus 2, sorry, negative 2y minus 2 plus minus root 4 times y plus 1 to the power of 2. Would be y to the power of 2 plus 1 to the power of 2 plus 2 times 1 times 1 minus this one over 2. So the x would be minus 2y, negative 2y minus 2 plus minus root. I would apply a 4 in here, and it would be 4 times y to the power of 2 plus 4 times 1 plus 4 times 2 times 1 times y, and I minus 4 times y to the power of 2 over 2. So 4 times y to the power of 2 in here and there will cancel out each other. So the x would be minus 2y minus 2 plus minus 4 plus 8y over 2. So the x would be minus 2y minus 2 plus minus root. I'm gonna write 4 plus 8y as this. 4 times 1 plus 2y. I can do that, right? So it would be 4 times 1 plus 2y over 2. Then the x would be equal to negative 2y minus 2 plus minus root 4 times root 1 plus 2y over 2. Root 4 is 2, so x would be, I'm going to cancel out the 2's in here, so it would be negative y minus 1 plus minus root 1 plus 2y over 1. So we found the x as a function of y. This is our inverse of the function. I'm gonna write it. So when you found the x as a function of y, you have to write down the inverse of function of x, and then you have to replace x's instead of y's. So it will be minus x minus 1 plus minus root 1 plus 2x over 1 is nothing. So this would be f inverse of f at x. So the question was asking us about inverse of f at 4. Let's replace the x and see what would be the answer. Inverse of f at 4. Negative x or 4 minus 1 plus minus root 1 plus 2 times 4. 2 times 4 would be 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. So this would be minus 5 plus minus root 9 or number 3. So f, the inverse of f at 4 would be minus 5 plus 3, which is negative 2, or negative 5 minus 3, which is negative 8. This would be the answer. Thanks for listening, and I would appreciate if you subscribe and press the like button.